We'll see if it works. So again, I'm so excited. If this is your first call or you've been on many calls, I hope that everyone can take away something. So get your pencils and paper ready because I've got a lot of notes. And I specifically entitled this call for runners. So basically, a runner is someone that's all in. So we're going to examine how you know you're a runner. And I think that's the best way to kind of figure out if you're headed in the right direction. So the very first thing I'm going to do, and again, for those of you I've never met, my name is Datha Whitfield, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador. I've been with Plexus just a little over 2 years. And if you want to hear my whole testimony, you can go online. I actually have several on our Facebook page that I'll bump up. I'm not going to go through all that today, tonight. But the very first thing I'm going to do is read a little excerpt. I'm reading this book. Anybody have this book, Best, Worst, First? There's one. Okay, y'all, this book is amazing. I'm talking, I have highlighted the heck out of this book. So I'm going to read this one thing to start with. It is super important that you don't quit on a bad day. So the very first piece of advice I can give you guys is don't quit on a bad day. You need to look at building a network marketing business the same as investing time to achieve any worthwhile goal. It's the same as if you wanted to be an astronaut, a plumber, an actress, an airline pilot, a mom. There's going to be a level of pain that comes with those dreams. As you grow, you're going to go through various stages of discomfort to get to the point where you're good at what you do. It does not happen overnight. Network marketing is no different, but people want to treat it like a lottery, which kind of blows my mind. They'll try it half-heartedly, and then they wonder why they didn't make any money at it. People who are on the success track and are serious about network marketing don't experience a setback as pain. It's stretching, and it's the nature of growth. So that's the first thing. If you're a runner, you understand what network marketing is. Over the past 2 years, I have had people join the business, and they were all in. I met them. We got started. I thought, wow, they're going to be a runner. But within 30 days, I was be talking to them, and in 30 days, they're like, nobody wants to buy from me. Nobody wants to sign on my team. I quit. Now, that's kind of thinking like a lottery, like a get rich quick. It is not a get rich quick. It's a work hard, have success business. And before I get started on my notes, I wanted to share this. When you have a dream and are passionate about something, it takes not only commitment, it takes time. My daughter, who is 23, had a dream since 3rd grade to be a teacher. Did it happen in 3rd grade? No. She finished 4 years of high school. I tried to get her to look at being a nurse because that's what I was. She would say, no, Mama, I want to be a teacher. So 4 years in, I want to be a teacher. She went to college for 4.5 years. Did she get paid those 4.5 years? I wish she did. But it was, Mama, I want to be a teacher. So she has thought about it and invested in it since she was 8 years old. Today, she walked into school as a teacher. That's a proud mama moment. And I told her I was going to compare that. She had a dream in her heart. You know, if she would have gave up any time along the way, but she didn't do it. And she woke up this morning to go see her classroom for the very first time. And she said, I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. I'm so excited. And the reason she is so excited is because she realized a lifelong dream, and it happened. So I want to kind of compare our Plexus journey to that for just a moment. If you have a dream and you want it to work hard, have dedication, have a clear vision of where you're going, and just don't give up. Absolutely don't give up. So how do you know you're a runner? We all want to be runners, whether you've been in the business a month, 6 months, 12 months. I sat down today. I listened to 2 or 3 videos, took a bunch of notes, and then I scratched them all. And I said, this is what I want to say. How do you know you're a runner? So you're going to answer yes or no to these questions. And at the end of these 26-something questions, then you're going to know you're a runner. If you can't answer a yes to a lot of these, then I just encourage you to reevaluate what you're doing and where you are. Y'all, this is so exciting. There's so many people on here. Kind of, wow. Okay. 1, just what we talked about. Are you committed to not giving up? Yes or no? And in that, in the commitment, are you passionate? Are you super passionate and not committed and committed to not giving up? So that'll be a yes or a no answer. Number 2, are you the most positive person you know? Oh, wow, that's a biggie. We all have issues, I promise. Over the past few months since October, we have had more issues than I would like to even talk about. But through it all, we have a great group of leaders that's remained positive, and I've seen the ones that have stayed positive rise to the top, and I've seen negativity absolutely crush others. So are you the most positive person you know? If you're not, it's okay. You can learn to be positive. There's a book called The Energy Bus that I just finished. That is great. If you're having trouble with positivity, get the book today. Number 3, are you contacting people daily and following up, and then following up some more? And y'all, I'm preaching to myself. I'm not saying things that I don't do. Today, we went skating. Sophie went skating with a bunch of her cousins. And I reevaluated, let's see if I can find it. I reevaluated my follow-up list. So I had lists everywhere, and I tore them out of different notebooks, and I compiled one giant list of potentials. So I've got one whole page there. These are people that I've been following up with, some for 2 years, and half a page here. I was very disappointed in myself that I only came up with 75 names, so I'm going to continue on this. So these are people that I'm following up with. So you need to answer yes or no. If your business is stagnant and you're not growing, you need to really look at number 3. Are you contacting people daily? And that's also that IPA, income producing activity. Number 4, are you not afraid to approach people with the opportunity? Example, I was with my daughter and her friends a few weeks ago at Ulta, and I was looking for some foundation, some new powder. And so I had some cheap Ulta powder, the cheapest thing they had, in my hand. And I saw this very attractive lady, and she was standing over by the Tarte counter. I thought it was Tarte. Anybody ever heard of it? T-A-R-T-E. I thought it was Tarte. She worked for Tarte. So she was like, come on over. So I sit down. She put this powder on my face. Yeah, I ended up paying like 3 times more than what I was going to spend. And as I was leaving, I thought, that lady has a great personality. If I don't do this, then how can I tell my team to do this? So I went to the car. I got some brochures. I brought them back in. And I said, look, you have an amazing personality. I would love to have you on my Plexus team. You know what she said? What is Plexus? So I got a new contact. She's from Atlanta. She works for Tarte. So are you afraid to share? If you're afraid to share, you need to think about it, and you need to take baby steps in sharing. I'm talking about outside of Facebook. Are you sharing with people you meet? I mean, I have some people on this team, a lot of you, that are brave people about sharing. If Haley Stano is still on here, she told me she met a lady at Walmart with her Plexus swag shirt on this week, and started up a conversation just at Walmart. So number 5, this is a big one. Are you a runner? Are you currently reading a book with a highlighter? It's important, y'all. You need a book, whether it's about MLM. I knew nothing about multi-level marketing. I've had to learn everything from scratch. That's why I picked this book. It's 75 network marketing experts that talk about network marketing. Number 6, are you on team calls weekly? Are you engaging on team calls? Are you engaging on pages? Do you know what's going on? That's super important. Number 7, do you currently have a sip and see planned, an opportunity meeting planned with a downline, a Facebook event planned, a coffee date planned? Do you even have a calendar? There's my July. Y'all, you can make it fun. I'm meeting ambassadors tomorrow at Splash Adventure. We're going to have a really good meeting. So let's think about that. If you're a runner, you're excited about having plans and having things in your calendar to do. Number 8, are you watching videos weekly? You don't have to daily, but even 2 years in, today I watched 2 or 3. I think it was 3. I think I skipped around on 1. But it's super important that you're always learning. If you get to the point where you're like, I'm not really interested in learning anymore, then you really have to reevaluate. Because if you're a runner, you're passionate and you're always wanting to learn from others. Number 9, are you committed to learning about leadership? A lot of us are not leaders, but I promise you, my mentor, Sarah Marble, says it best. Plexus is nothing but a personal growth company with a comp plan attached to it. Leadership is where it's at. And I've had people tell me that they don't really care to be a leader. And I think to myself, whoops, we have to learn to lead. If you only have one person, congratulations, you're a leader. If you have no one yet and you just have customers, you're leading those customers. I think that's why teachers and nurses make really good ambassadors. Anybody can make a good ambassador, and we come from all walks of life. But they're people that are leading. They're leading their class, and then nurses are basically leading their patients. Number 10, do you have unshakable belief in the products? If someone tells you they're not working, what do you say to them? I met a lady yesterday to give her 7-day sample. And I said, you need to go ahead. She needs to lose about 100 pounds. And she reached out to me after watching me for 2 years. So I met her at McDonald's to give her 7-day sample. And I said to her, go ahead and take a picture now for your before picture. Because as soon as you lose the first 20 pounds, I said, then we'll open you up and start you an account. We'll make you an ambassador because people are going to start asking how you've done it and they can just buy from you. Okay, go home and do that. I have unshakable belief that if she takes her products and drinks her water, that she's going to lose weight. Do you believe it? Number 11, are you committed to personal growth and currently have a plan to grow? How do you have a plan to grow? For me, that's attending things. This coming Sunday, Diamond Ambassador Christine Ware is going to be about 30 minutes from me. I'm going to be there on the front row. In August, Leslie Zann is going to be in Atlanta. Tickets are still available. I've never heard Leslie Zann, but I've heard she's fantastic at teaching you how to have personal growth in your life and teaching you to grow. It's like, tickets are like $40. They're not much. And Google her. She goes all over. Leslie Zann. So that's my plan. What's your plan? What's your plan for personal growth? Number 12. So that you can answer yes or no to that. 11. Number 12, yes or no. You have your ambassadors, if you have a team, in a group chat and engage with them daily or almost daily? 13, you make new goals monthly and you write them down where you can see them. Do I have any goal setters out there? If you're not, it can be learned. You can learn to set goals. Number 14, if I was to ask you right now, who are your favorite 2 to 3 Plexus Diamond ambassadors that you follow, can you tell me who they are? You watch their videos, you follow them, you emulate them, they're your mentor. Sarah Marble and Sonia Dudley have trained me. I appreciate it very much because I'm not in their downline whatsoever. But I've met them on several different occasions and told them that. We're not like great friends at all. We just know each other. But almost everything I've learned have been from them because I knew nothing about network marketing. So do you have 2 to 3 people you follow? If you don't, you need it. 15, you have samples, business cards, brochures, or catalogs. You've had them bought and they're ready to go. They're in your purse or they're in your car. If you do, it's quite possible you're a runner. Do you have body cream samples to give out? Do you have ease samples to give out? Are you prepared when you meet these people? Number 16, do you ask your upline or your sponsors questions? You know, you don't have to apologize for texting me or messaging me to ask me a question. I love getting questions. Now, I would prefer, just we've had this discussion before, if you have a great sponsor, and there's so many great sponsors, just go to them first. But today, Tammy, my level 1 Tammy, it was her birthday. She was out of the picture today. So I was answering questions and helping her downline. And that's what I do. Tammy's a great sponsor, but she was unavailable today. So I love questions. Are you asking questions? 17, do you have a Plexi running partner that you talk with often, plan with, dream with, someone that keeps you accountable? You need that person. It can be a downline, a sideline, an upline, an overline, just so it's somebody. You need that person. And it can be multiple people that you trust, that you can talk to, that can listen when you need them to. It's so much more fun. It's the icing on the cake. It just makes everything great. Number 18, are you doing life with your team? And what does that look like? What does it look like? Life with my team and means that I'm talking to them, I'm going to lunch with them, I'm planning a dinner with them, I'm inviting them to my river house, I'm inviting them over to the house for coffee. We're going to lunch together. It's all about relationship. If you're not doing that, you're missing out. Number 19, this is real simple. You have lists. You're a runner if you have lists. And your lists have lists. Lists are great. They keep you on the right track. Do you have lists of people that are potentials? Lists of, she's showing me her list. Alicia has lists. Do you have lists of people that like, man, people like, I made some post a couple days ago and I went back through and I'm like, hey, that person liked my post. They've never liked it before. They're about to get a cold message about Plexus. Number 20, are you using 3-way chats, 3-way calls to train and for potentials? Our team has struggled with that. And someone had a really, really good idea. I think it was Chelsea, but I may be wrong. I don't know. You know, some people are scared to get on a 3-way Zoom because, my hair. Y'all, if you see some of these calls I get on what my hair looks like. So they're scared of that. They're scared of a 3-way call because they're kind of nervous. What do I say? It seems awkward. Do a 3-way message on Facebook. I don't know if any of y'all are utilizing that. It's where you put your potential, your upline, and yourself. I know some of you are really good at that. It's so non-threatening because they can answer at their own leisure. They're not stressed. We don't see them. They don't see you. So are you doing that? Number 21. I might be off my numbers, but I think I'm 21. Do you wear Plexus swag a lot? I just looked down to see if I had a Plexus shirt. I don't. 22. Do you strategically use social media to grow your business, and are you continuing to add new friends to your Facebook page? My goal when I first joined, I only had like 300 friends, was 500 friends. And then I moved it to 1,000 friends. And then I moved it to 2,000 friends. Now I'm at 3,000. Today I had a conversation with my sister, and I'm like, I need to be at 5,000 friends. No, why? Because more people can see my post. That's why. So you need to be aggressively adding at least 10 a day. I have an ambassador, and I don't know if she's on here or not, but we have to have a conversation to why we were even Facebook friends, because I did not know her. And she is a new level 1 ambassador of mine. Me and I think I saw, was Laura on here? I think I saw Laura. She was somebody I added on Facebook, and she's my level 1. There she is. We didn't know each other before Facebook. So I've had at least 3 join my team as ambassadors, and probably at least 15 join as customers, and I do not know them outside of Facebook or know why we were even Facebook friends. Just because I'm adding people continuously. 23. You really know you're a runner if you have branded yourself as the crazy Plexus lady, the crazy Plexus mama, the crazy Plexus teacher, the crazy Plexus nurse, whatever, the crazy Plexus CPA. I bet they know at Lauren's work that she's the crazy CPA. You know why? Because people are eventually going to try, and you want them to try with you. When it clicks in their head, oh, so-and-so tried Plexus and she's lost 10 pounds. I think I know someone. That's like Lita. I don't know if Lita is on here tonight, but I love her story. She was at the doctor, and her doctor said, maybe I have no horse in this race, but the problem Lita had, the doctor said, maybe you should try Plexus. I have a lot of patients having good results with Plexus. What did Lita do? She went out to the parking lot, she got on Facebook, and she remembered that Michelle, a Facebook friend, had been posting about Plexus. So who did she join under? She joined under Michelle. That's why you need to be posting every day. You need to be the crazy Plexus person. But let me add with that you also need to have other things besides Plexus that you talk about, that you engage with. Look, there's that little thing on Plexus, not Plexus, Facebook, where you kind of tell about yourself, and it's like a few things. Mine says, lover of Jesus, mama of 3, crazy Plexus ambassador, something like that. So those are things I talk about. I talk about my kids a lot. I talk about my faith a lot, and I talk about Plexus a lot. Because if you're talking about Plexus only, then you're going to lose your audience and people that follow you. I have a 60-year-old cousin in California who sent me a birthday wish 2 days ago. It was my birthday. And she sent me a message, and she said, I hope you had a wonderful birthday, Datha. Thinking about you. I love following your journey on Facebook. Love, Carol. She's never asked me about Plexus. I've not even ever asked her about it, but she's following my journey. So I bet if she ever needs some Plexus, she's going to come to me. So you want to stay interesting. You want to be engaged. 24. This is easy. Are you a product of the product? Very simple. Find products you like. Find ways you want to take them. What works for you? 25. Are you sacrificing something for success later? Sometimes it's not easy, especially I'm looking at a bunch of women on here. I don't think there's any men. I'm sorry if I'm going to look and see. I'm sorry if there's a man on here that I've missed, but let me talk about women. We are the hardest working group of people ever that God made. Man, most of us that work outside the home come home to another job. So we're working 40 hours a week, and then we're working another 40 hours a week in the home. So I'm going to be real here, and I'm going to be as authentic as I can. If you want to be a runner, it's going to take some sacrifice somewhere. But sometimes the sacrifice is not that great. 2 years ago, I made the sacrifice of, I was a TV junkie. From 7 to 10 or 11, I was watching TV. Watching some shows I shouldn't have watched. Anyway, junk reality. So Plexus rescued me from that. I quit watching it. No longer do I watch. I'm like a 15-year Survivor person. No more Survivor, no more Bachelorette, Bachelor, none of that stuff. Me and my daughters do watch Dancing with the Stars together. I'll admit to that. But I did give it up. I gave it up. And the time I would normally have spent watching TV, I'd be sitting with my husband, computer open. He'd be watching TV. I would be working my Plexus business. Was there other sacrifices? Yes, there was. There was a lot of times I got off work and drove to a Plexus event because I really wanted it. Some of y'all know that one of the most precious moments that I ever had in Plexus, we'll show y'all this. When I found out I won this little silver star. I've never showed it to anybody before. So there you go. You can win a fabulous trip in Plexus just by helping your team go silver. The most people that have the most in their team go silver in a month with a trip. 3 different people. So the day I won it, it was in January. I was at work. I need to pull that picture up. I was running through the hallway. I was on my computer. My cubicle was in a hall. The lovely life of a nurse. Any nurses on here? You see those cubicles in the hallway? But behind me, Rachel knows there was a door that went out to a crosswalk. So Chelsea called me. I'm at work. And she said, "Girl, you just won Silver Star." I screamed. Then I got up. I opened the door behind me, and I went running down the crosswalk. And in the front of the office, somebody said, "Something must have happened with Datha and Plexus." Yeah, I was super excited. So I left work at 4:30 that day in my scrubs, or 5, and I drove past my house to Tuscaloosa because I had an event that night. Abby and Michelle were there, met me with flowers. It was so super sweet. It was my team, and I love my team. Honestly, I would have loved to went home to my family that night. But I had something planned for my team. There was no way I was going to miss it. So that's where I was. That's where I needed to be. So yeah, you have to sacrifice sometimes, but it is so incredibly worth it. I promise it is. Next one, no excuses whatsoever. None. You're just making it happen. Is that a yes or a no? And the last point, you are the biggest rock star on your team. I'm going to end with this. Network marketing. I could have wrote this. I don't know who Sandy Elzenberg is. She's probably a multi-bazillionaire in Mary Kay. I don't know. She's a network marketer. She's not in Plexus because I don't know her. But I could have said this. These could be my words. Network marketing for me is an answer to prayer. It is a very exquisite opportunity for an average person to make an above average income. And LPNs made very average. I had 1 raise in 7 years. And I had 2 weeks vacation. That was it. So it's a exquisite opportunity for an average person to make above average income. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. It can soothe and quiet the pain and frustration of life for those who are stuck in a job, which I call Journey of the Broke. Journey of the Broke. Oh my God, that's so funny. It's a never-ending stream of tender mercy and grace. And that's what it's been for me. It's been an answer to prayer. For me, it was absolutely a God opportunity. And I'm looking at ladies on this call that I know it is for you too. It's much more than a job. Is it always easy? No. But if you want to be a runner, the sacrifices are worth it. So I hope you can like look at what I talked about. You can reevaluate it. You can look at areas maybe that you need to do some things different. Anyone on this call, this can be the biggest blessing to you. And it already is for a lot of people I'm looking at. It already is a huge blessing. But everyone has what it takes, any walk of life. It doesn't matter. I love the part that it doesn't matter your background, college. It doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mama that has never worked with no past experience at all. Anyone can do this. So I hope that's helped. I'm going to actually unmute to see if anybody has any questions. Well, does anybody have any questions?
I do have a question.
Okay.
When you add the people that you don't know on Facebook, do you automatically send out like a message about Plexus and who you are? Or you just add them?
Usually not. I just add them, and I'm hoping that they'll see what I'm posting. But sometimes I do. Like today I had a friend. It's a girl in Houston, super popular, and she said she knows a lot of people. She's a beautician. She said, I'm selling my little girl's clothes. Who wants added to a private page? She had like 30 people respond. Immediately I knew all these people had babies that were 1 year old. So I friended every one of them.
That's a good idea.
I friended every one of them. I will go back and look at that post the next few days, and I will send out some cold messages. Absolutely. Okay. Good question, Carly. And I'm always friending people that we have mutual friends.
Right.
Between a certain age. Usually I pick ones that have babies all the way to people older than me, which is really young. I get that. I just had a birthday, so I'm like.
I get it. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have a question?
Yeah.
Was that a yes or? I think somebody's asking for a question, but I can't hear. Sorry.
Yeah. It sounds like they are.
If you're trying to ask a question, I cannot hear. Let me mute everybody, and then you can, but I don't know who'd want to unmute, though. Anybody? Okay. I look forward to seeing everybody over the next few weeks. There's going to be lots of opportunities in different states. This weekend, if you're local to Birmingham, a big group of us are going to Lee Branch to Pablo's Saturday night. Saturday morning, there's a opportunity for a training in Bessemer. Sunday, Christine Ware is going to be in Lakeview. Next week, there'll be things going on in Indiana and Mississippi. And if I've missed your state, send me a message and let's plan a meeting. Thank y'all for being on here tonight. I appreciate it. Hope it was helpful.
Thank you.